Hello everybody, welcome back to Werewolf the Apocalypse, Heart of the Forest. We have a decision to make. I know exactly what I wanted to do. Kinda don't, but that's what it's telling me. So either we had to destroy the logger's image, we couldn't stay quiet, we need to educate people. So I think I want to go with educate. I don't want to go freaking full on nutcase, so we'll do that. Inspiring. People need to know what happens here. What's happening here? I decided we need allies and volunteers. Olga had another idea. I still think we should burn those efforts down to the ground, grumbled Olga. Cornell had another idea. Something is rotten in Bia, Cornell commented, and I think that we should find and neutralize local forces that support the logging. I continue with my plan. We can do a live stream from here, a documentary. Show people why the forest is so precious. Show them what's happening here. I continued. I know how to make the thing go viral. When we're finished, the loggers will be the vilest of vile in the public's opinion. Daniel beamed. Spoken like a true galliard. You were born under a gibbous moon, weren't you, Melia? It's my auspice, too. What's galliard? Those born under the gibbous moon are storytellers and lore keepers, calling others to battle and inspire them to greatness. Ooh, I inspire people to greatness. Awesome! How did he know I was that awesome? I looked at him surprised. How did he know? Mom always told me that when she gave birth to me, the gibbous moon was shining through the window, giving her comfort. I nodded. Huh. I'm not sure what's going on there, but alright. I'm a storyteller. Alright. You're right. I know. Alright. Guru, born under the gibbous moon, are storytellers and lore keepers and kin, just like you and Daniel and me. It's a path of glory, wisdom, added Lisa. It's a path of glory and wisdom, added Lisa. Your place in the werewolf society will be determined by your renown. Alright? You can earn glory through defeating mighty enemies and succeeding at dangerous quests. You can earn honor by following your moral imperative and upholding the laws of the Guru. You can earn wisdom by acting efficiently and thinking well before you act. Your renown will change as you play, contributing to Maya's legend among the Guru. No pressure at all. No, not at all. So basically, defeating high enemies and succeeding in dangerous quests. You can earn honor by following your moral imperative and upholding the laws of the Guru. Alright, so there it is. Honor, glory, and wisdom. Alright. Let's see. Okay, join. Stop logging right. Identify. Beat the rite of passage and earn your place in the set. Pursue to regain willpower. Relations. Morning with loyal. When Anya's dead. I know. Bartek's unfriendly with me. Daniel's friendly. It's complicated. Kim's sympathetic. Cornell's loyal. Lisa's cautious. Olga's cautious. Pat's friendly. And Pushka's friendly. Police sympathetic. Okay. So let's close that. I felt overwhelmed. Olga must have sensed my confusion. Come on, we have a lot to discuss. She patted my shoulder. And we have to find your phone and wallet. So I followed her. I nodded at and followed her. I had to tie up loose ends in my old life. Back to the beginning. I'm sitting on a bus. The sun streaming through the windows, making it hard to see. The narrow road cuts through a dense old forest. My mind wanders. I remember doing something important, walking among trees, looking for something, losing something I loved, gaining something unwanted. But then, I'm fully awake, and the memories scatter away. We're almost there, says Anya. I did some searching, and she looks at me from over her phone, and this place is amazing. The last primordial forest in Europe. Oh, okay. She's alive. I laugh. Anya, you're here. You wouldn't believe. And I'm not able to finish. I start to cough. Yeah, I can't lose any more willpower. My throat is sore. My lungs hurt. Anya, I need help. I need to stop the bus. Get up and shout to the driver, but I feel something sticky on my hands and torso. Something stopping me. Spiders. I am crawling with small spiders, thousands of them, weaving their cobwebs around me, around the seat, around everything. I can do that. I fight. I try to fight them, but they're too small, and there are too many of them. And after a few seconds, I'm covered in cobwebs, unable to move. There's a hiss. I hear a hiss. Then slowly, a long, dark, thin shape comes out of Anya's ripped chest. A black snake that reeks of rotten meat, acid, and oil. Don't fight, Maya. You're already mine, it says, just like your grandpa. And then it kisses me. Chapter 5, The Plan. I woke up in my bed in the B&B, and for a moment, though, thought the whole werewolf business had been a dream. Then I looked at Anya's empty bed, exactly how she left it in the morning we went to see the protests. She was dead. The reality of the situation hit me. Anya was dead. I'd killed her. I had to clean up my mess. I can't. I packed her things. Calmly, I packed all her things. I ran the plan over my head. Well, I ran the plan over my head again. I had to check us both out, then Pat promised to take care of the rest. She said she'd use her favors with some network as spirits and hack Anya's home. Phone. Boy, I lose my hair. Oh no, not again. It will log into some towers in Germany and the Netherlands. Ping the social networks a few times, and before anyone noticed anything was amiss, there would be nothing to tie the disappearance to us. I took a deep breath. There goes my eye. Breathing deeply, I cleaned the room. Oh, cool. I looked in the mirror. Who had I become? I didn't know how to answer. I shrugged. Whatever the answer was, it was now Maya, the werewolf's problem. Maya, the student, was dead. I took my bag and left. According to the plan, I dropped my bags in the camp, ran through the plan one more time. They expected me to act like a galliard, but we discussed other plans, both more physical. Well, obviously I want to do this. Galliard stories propaganda. Inspiration needed. We needed something to boost morale and bring us some good PR. And my idea of live streaming a day in the Pushka was met with enthusiasm. I planned to do the whole thing with Daniel. Daniel's good. Daniel decided that a walk to the old wolf den would be our best option. It was a scenic trail. Daniel was great at telling the story, and being in the place connected to his patron would certainly help him be more convincing. We need some extras on set. We needed authentic human emotion, so we asked some of the activists to join us on the trail. Oh, finally, we were ready. Planning it all took a few days, but finally we were ready. We gathered the crew and set off well before sunrise. It was early morning. The forest was mosaic of light and shadow, all hazy and rustling, but the path Daniel chose was clear and sharp like a ray of sunlight. We started the live stream. Before we set off, Pat gave me, as she called it, a spirit-enhanced router. I turned it on. We started live streaming our adventures. I could feel warmth deep in my body. The Pushka was glad we were there and made sure our walk was pleasant, nudging the wind towards us when it got too hot, making the sunlight more golden on the leaves. There was something else. As we got closer, I kept looking over my shoulder. Something was wrong. I heard a distant growl. No human would register it, but I heard it as clearly as I heard Daniel. A low, angry growl. Wolves, I realized. I could hear their steps, their paws gently treading between old leaves and fallen branches. They were hunting, and I realized as the hair raised on my back, now in my neck, they were hunting us. I warned Daniel. I nodded at Daniel, letting him know that he should take the humans away from here. There. Then I saw her, the wolf mother. A pack of wolves followed her, spirit-ridden in their eyes, smoldering. Stay as you are, cub, she said gently. You swore to me. Let me have my revenge. I felt my blood become hot, my body shift. I changed. You know what? I don't know what you want to do. I really don't. I think I'll do... You know what? Let's go there. I was Krynish, the Warflaw. Pain hits me like a wrecking ball. Every bone in my body breaks and moves in resets. I roar in agony, panting and growling. I rise and rise. I'm an 8-foot tall killing machine. The world becomes small and suddenly I see the tiny, foolish creatures. I charge. I can't lose any more willpower. I run towards them, trampling bushes and tearing down small trees. I soon leave the humans behind. I smell the 5 little whelps, not fast enough to run from me. Their bodies will nourish the forest. I grab. They've heard me and are waiting for me. I grab one of them and throw it away. I hear the crack of its bones. The others jump on me, teeth bared. I smell... The air smells of blood and I love it. I can't use any more willpower. I bite. I lift another one and bite in half. Hot blood flows into my throat. This is what life tastes like. They howl and whimper. It doesn't matter. Well. I roar at them. They whimper and jump back. I can't keep it up any longer. I was humming. My body reset itself to the familiar shape. Bones broke and fused again. Muscles and sinews moved under my skin, and I cried and thrashed. Then I was human again, with keen eyes, nimble fingers, and silver tongue. A wolf's in sheep's clothing. I was still catching my breath as the surviving wolves ran away. It was a bloodbath, and in the middle of it all was me, covered in blood. Fragments of bones, gray, brain tissue, and wet fur. It was time to hide. I heard steps and voices and quickly hid in the bushes. I watched from there. For a few seconds, no one realized what they were seeing. Daniel, what were those sounds? Nothing good, he answered. It wasn't his normal stuttering. His voice was quivering. But better stay back, he said. But someone pushed past him. What happened here? I looked at Daniel. For a minute, Daniel just stood there. He tried to say something, but he choked on his words. I saw tears welling in his eyes. They were soon streaming down his face. I knew them. I knew these wolves. They were... He turned to me. For a moment, I was sure he turned to me. His eyes fixed on me, hiding in the bushes. But I realized he wanted to make sure he wasn't on camera. These wolves were a family. And for a moment, he couldn't speak. But he took a deep breath and continued. They were like a family to me. And people killed them. For fun. Nothing kills wolves but people. Look at this. Look at this and remember. He was crying, but his stuttering was gone, as it always did when he was telling a story. But his eyes. Oh, crap. But he was looking straight at me the entire time. There were tears in his eyes, but there was also cold hate. I messed up. I messed up. I messed up. The stream was a success. The internet was on fire, and Pushka by us suddenly became a trending topic. But the wolves I killed were still dead. That evening, the only thing I wanted was to curl up in the bed and cry. Daniel disappeared in the woods, grieving. We weren't sure if he'd ever come back. Still, I got what I wanted. Good job, Cornell. Good job, Cornell said when he met that evening, but at what cost? A moment of triumph. I couldn't wait for the Sept meeting that morning. The streaming was my rite of passage, and I knew that I did great. I couldn't believe that I made it so far. We met soon after the sunrise. We met soon after the sunrise on the same clearing where I woke up from the first time as a guru. Lisa looked at us all and smiled. Our patrons were looking at her expectantly, so she stepped towards the center of this clearing. I am the third... I don't know how to say that. Is there a way? No. Those born under the crescent moon are mystics and seers, dealing with spirits and interpreting visions of omens. I'm the theurge, I guess, of the sept, and I'm here to make sure we do things the right way. I held my breath. She turned to me and I held my breath. Maya, come forth. Are you a cub who seeks recognition as an adult? I answered. I am, I answered solemnly. Are you an applicant to a tribe? I asked. Lisa asked again. I confirmed. I am, I answered. Who speaks for the cub? Lisa looked at her sept mates. There was silence. Lisa shifted nervously. Daniel? She prompted. He was mourning his slain brothers and sisters, said Kim, stepping forward. I'm Rainbow Rat of the Bonars, Galliard of the Winter Weasel Pack. I've heard the story of the cub's mission, and I'm here to tell it. Secret names? Cool. I wondered if they all had cool secret names. They probably had. I love the ancient spiritual vibe of it all. Has the cub passed their challenge? Lisa asked Lisa. I held my breath. I knew how it all happened, but I held my breath nervously. She succeeded, was the answer. She had to make an impossible choice, and she succeeded. Lisa turned to me. Have you chosen your name? Lisa turned to me. My new secret name. Suddenly I remembered my grandfather talking about his old friends. He never used their real names. They were always Thunder or Gray or Needle. I'd always thought it was a gorilla thing, some kind of war names. Now I wasn't too sure anymore. How to capture my whole life and aspirations, my personality, my heritage in one name. I cleared my throat, which was the Polish for a song, Pine, with more than one meaning. I do like pine. My new name is Pine, a tree in the forest, I answered. As for the tribe, choosing the tribe was another matter. I wanted to be a black fairy. It was complicated. I looked at my fellow werewolves and realized how important my family legacy was to me. I don't think it's that simple, I said, looking at Lisa. I don't see myself fitting into any of your tribes. The wolf mother stood by my side. Danish wrath. Oh. I can teach her the old ways, said Wolf Mother, standing by my side, just like I taught her grandfather and his ancestors. I won't stand a get a Fenris among us. Kim spit at the ground and bared her teeth. There's too much blood spilled between me and them. I don't speak for Fenrir, growled the Wolf Mother. I speak for all the ancient gods of mountains and forests and love and war. Gods who came here long before Christianity and whom I still remember. I will make the cub a servant to Vanir. Why was I feeling like a snare on my legs? Only one thing remained to end the ceremony and make me a full-fledged guru. I had to join a pack. I had already sworn to the Wolf Mother. Ritual pack, morning Wolf Mother, winter. Okay. As my fate had been already tied with Wolf Mother, I chose her as my patron and joined Olga's pack. There was no love lost between me and Olga, but I was a valuable addition to her pack, and she was good enough a leader to recognize it, and so it was done. According to the ancient rites, Lisa painted the mystical glyph of my tribe on my sternum. It disappeared after a moment, but whenever I closed my eyes, I could feel its warm touch between my breasts. Pine of the Vanir's wrath, Galliard of the morning Wolf Mother pack, welcome to our sept, she said solemnly. Then she howled. Howls rode toward the sky. They sang about the ancient laws of war, statues, and secrecy. I remembered only a few. Combat the wind whenever it dwells and whenever it breeds. Submit to those of higher station. Respect those beneath you. The veil shall not be lifted. Alright. Right? I don't know what that is. I threw my head back and howled with my sept. I was a cub no more. I was ready to tell my own stories, to earn my own place in the pack, to howl my own song. Alright, well, we're going to leave off it here at the storm. So, yeah, Daniel hates me now. That's a thing. Because I killed a bunch of his friends or family. I don't know. But, sorry, Daniel. So, I'm doing good. Anya got killed, and Daniel, who was loyal to me, all of a sudden became hostile to me. So, fantastic. But you gotta love the story. I love how it twists and turns. I love it's not simple. So, that's really cool. Alright, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying what you're listening to and watching. Leave a follow, subscribe, like. I would really appreciate it. I really am enjoying doing this. I hope you're enjoying watching me. So until the next time, I will see you here at Werewolf the Apocalypse, Heart of the Forest. Bye-bye.